Hey all, here at OS Reviews. Today we are taking a hands-on look at Xiaomi's Qi wireless charger. Of course, it's a very basic product, but this one here does support fast charging. It's up to 20 watts, which is pretty impressive as far as Qi chargers are concerned, and it sells for around 30 bucks, sometimes goes on sale for a little bit less. So it's, again, a fraction of the price of what you'd pay for a competing, say, Samsung fast Qi charger. It has a very clean aesthetic, kind of Apple inspired in the sense of how minimalistic it is, has this polycarbonate white finish, and then the specs here are printed in Chinese, but again 20 watts, although not too many of Xiaomi's devices support it just yet, only really their flagships at the moment. I would like to see it more in their Redmi and more budget series devices because it still isn't a feature that's too common across their phone lineup. And then obviously it's using the regular Qi standard, so it will work with other phones from different companies as well. That includes newer iPhones, it includes Samsung Galaxies, so on and so forth. And then on the very top here, there are two tabs that we can pull on, so we can see it over here. We'll take a closer look at it in a second. And then the bottom here probably contains the power supply. It's actually quite a large box for just a charger. There's actually another layer inside for the documentation and warranty cards, which in this case are still printed in Chinese, QR code that you can scan to read through. And the wall adapter, which is included, is over here, 3 amps, and we also have a standard USB port on the other side. And here we have a USB Type-C cable, so the charger itself uses Type-C to be plugged in, and then you can just pop your phone on top, and then a standard USB-A that plugs into the wall adapter. So it's nice that they give you this separate wall adapter as part of the box. It's something that Samsung doesn't do, even if you purchase their fast charger. Alright, so coming back to the Qi charger itself, it is actually relatively large, a little bit on the bulky side as far as these Qi mats are concerned. It is completely round. It actually reminds me a little bit of a Google product, a Google Home Mini, because of its dimensions. There's an LED light on the base which will glow when a phone is charging, and the mat here is made of a soft touch rubber material that prevents it from sliding around or scratching when you set it onto the top. A very comfortable kind of material, also extremely simple and minimalistic. Base here just features the USB Type-C port for providing power input, and that's it. The base here does provide some ventilation grills as well, and that's because there is actually a built-in fan inside of this charger just to prevent it from overheating. It actually spins, and you can hear it whirling a little bit as the temperatures start to rise. Then the part on the base here is again made out of the same soft touch material that's really grippy as on the surface. So the bottom here also prevents it from sliding around on a desk when you set it down. You should be able to hear, if you kind of strain your ears, that there is indeed that fan that kind of initializes for the first time. It's not too big of a noise, it's not going to be as loud as a laptop fan, but it is present. This particular Qi charging mat does not have any LED lights, so unlike some of the other ones which have more of a cool kind of night effect, this one does not glow in the dark. I think that would have been a nice feature to have, just to help you locate it a bit more easily if you're stumbling in and it's dark in the room, but it is what it is. Now if we set a phone right on top here, we can see that the charging will begin almost instantly, and it indeed is a fast Qi charger, providing up to 20 watts to supported phones, and in most cases it will fully charge up a phone in well under 2 hours, sometimes as fast as an hour and a half, depending on the device. So pretty fast top-up speeds, which are impressive. Now by default the fan is actually off. It only starts to kick in once it detects that the temperature has risen to a certain threshold. The status light here has turned green, and it will stop emitting the light when the battery reaches 100% on the phone. Of course, it's a smart charger in the sense that once the battery of the phone is full, it will stop charging to prevent overcharging. In terms of positioning, it's not too picky either. As long as it's touching the pad, for the most part, it will work. In terms of the charging, you can kind of change the orientation around. As long as it's on the surface, you can see the charging will continue. So actually works quite well, even though there's not, a bazillion coils underneath. Very simple product, not anything too fancy, but once again, it's a quality, I think, Qi wireless charger if you want something to pop into a bedroom, and again, without too many issues. Only real con here is I do wish there would be some type of LED ring just to help you locate it a little bit easier in the dark, but aside from that, performance as well as the design are both satisfactory. So you can check out more details if interested in the links down below. Again, a very simple product, but that's just been our hands-on review of the Xiaomi Qi wireless charger.